guys, and welcome to the Batch Lady, where I show you how to make fast, simple, homemade meals that you can make in advance, put in your freezer and use whenever you want. So when you come home from work of an evening, you have a meal that's already prepared, ready for you. A couple of weeks ago, I showed you how to make harissa chicken, okay? It's an easy one-pot tray bake. It's fantastic. I'm going to show you another way that we eat this as well, which is harissa fish, okay? And we make it in almost the same way as the harissa chicken, okay? So we use at home this Mediterranean vegetables, okay? So these are roasted vegetables that are already roasted in oil and they're frozen, okay? And you buy them just like this. So they cook really well when you're putting them on a tray, okay? So they only take 10 to 15 minutes to cook, and your cod loin will take about the same 10 to 15 minutes. So you end up with a pile of roasted vegetables, some lovely harissa cod on the top, and we often serve this just with some couscous on the side. It is a really nice sort of like dash into spring, summer dish, okay? Really tasty. So what you want to do is you want to get your Mediterranean vegetables. They can just, you pick them up in the freezer section, and they can just, we're just going to leave them in the bag like this. We're making this for 4 people. If you want any of the quantities, you'll get that at www.batchlady.com, where you can get all my recipes and watch my videos for free, okay? So I have got this beautiful piece of cod loin. This one cost about £5, so not that cheap. And these were £2. Harissa paste was probably £1, so you're talking about £8, but a really nice meal that you're going to have. And fish is not a cheap way to eat. I tend to, if I'm doing this dish, buy a thick piece of cod. So this is a good sort of like, that's almost an inch thick, because it's going to take longer to cook, which allows me the time for the vegetables to cook, okay? And all I do, I just got this one from the fishmongers, and I'm just going to chop it into good sort of chunks. I want to leave them quite chunky. So I'll just show you here, probably inch by inch cube. And I'm going to throw them into my already labelled bag. It's labelled harissa cod, served with frozen roasted vegetables, okay? So in goes my cod. So great if you've got someone who doesn't like chicken, or if you've got somebody who doesn't like fish, you can make these two at the same time. If you're going to make the chicken one, it uses almost the same ingredients, apart from obviously the chicken compared to the cod. But I would tend just to make them both on the same day, and you've got 2 slightly different meals. Serve them with different things, and they feel like you could have them, you know, you could have the cod one time in the month, and the fish one the next time in the month. And the chicken one the next time in the month. Right, so we've put our cod in here. I am now going to add in my harissa paste. So each recipe, whether it's chicken or fish, uses 4 teaspoons of harissa paste. So this is why it's quite good to make double, because it's actually half the jar. There's 4 tablespoons of this little jar. So it means I've already used half the jar for my chicken recipe, and there's my other half used for my fish. Okay, so harissa paste, you can get it in the spice aisle in any supermarket at all. So our harissa paste has gone into our fish. We're going to give that a good mix around. That's quite a lot of harissa just going on a smaller amount of fish, but when it comes to time to eat it, the harissa paste is going to mix through the vegetables as well. Okay, so let me just move this out of the way. So I also like, this vegetable pack doesn't include red onions, and I really like red onions with this dish. So I'm just going to open up my fish again and just add a cupful of red onions into it as well. And these are frozen red onions already sliced, so I'm not having to do any work. And it's just going straight back in the freezer. So as long as I'm quick, I'll get it all back in the freezer. So my red onions are in, my fish is in, and I'm just going to seal it up. And what I like to do to save putting this all in another zipped bag is I just quite often staple it along the top, and I know that that is one family meal in my freezer that just comes out like that. Now it's ready for the freezer. When you want to use it, you're going to go into your freezer and you're just going to unstaple the top off and bring the fish out, okay? Let it defrost overnight, and when you come home from work, you're just going to get yourself a tray pour your vegetables on, pour your fish on, give it a mix around, and in 15 minutes you have a beautiful, healthy, really tasty family meal. Thank you for watching The Batch Lady. You've been watching us make harissa, cod and Mediterranean vegetable tray bake. Thanks, bye.